What's up, everybody? What's up, cyberspace cadets? Friday. It's time for the old CREEM stream. It's Irate Prostate here, and we're hanging. We got a full house tonight, a special return guest. But first of all, the usual suspects include Tim of the Hun.
Hey, 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 hey.
The Full Metal Pickle.
Is this where I parked my sandwich?
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, I ate it, so I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was trying to cover for you, brother. Yeah.
Trippy the Pooh.
Hello.
And, of course, our guest for this evening is a return of Sir Adamantine.
It's been too long, Irate.
Indeed,
too long.
indeed. Yes.
We need more smartass on this stream.
Exactly.
Well, you at least got a dumbass. I'll work up to the smart.
Right.
How dare you not refer to me as this dumbass? Come on, it's obvious.
Oh, all right. So they're hearing my echo. All right.
No
Let's see
shit.
if I can get rid of that. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. Okay.
Apparently there's a very bad echo. Is it my fault? Do I need to put on headphones?
Check 1, 2, 3. It's all right. Prostate. Tell me if that echo's gone. Hit a 1. Give me a 1. Check, check.
I can't even hear it, so tell you, because I got it on mute.
Yeah, I know how that is, because that'll give you another echo. But I think
And we got a 1 from Opinionated Scotsman.
Okay, we're getting 1s now. Okay, good. Killer. All right, so, sorry about that. Well, did everybody have a good week? I mean, how's everybody feeling tonight?
Hell yeah, hey, good week.
Man, I for the first time in almost like 8 or 9 years, I took a nap.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like,
Are you
Wow.
like
Yeah.
me? Can you only take naps on accident? I mean, like, I can't do it on purpose.
No, I can't either. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, here's
12
what it
hours
is.
later. What the fuck?
I got sleepy, right? And then I said, well, fuck, I guess I'll take a nap. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, I got a good strong 2 hours, you know, of some heavy REM in, man. I was like, wow, I felt really energized when I got up. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. So,
Yeah, I
been a
stopped
weird-
taking naps when it was no longer required by the Geneva Convention.
What?
I don't know. It was the thing.
I mean,
It
you know,
was
this
illegal.
has been the most dramatically boring week in a long time, people. It's like,
Oh, yeah, nothing's
It's
happened.
been
it's
dramatic,
so
boring,
fucking
and
boring.
so,
It's just
yeah.
I'm glad
Nothing has happened.
some people bring us news article we're going to look at because, you know, that's how we roll here. Yes?
You know, I was recently asked, Irate, if I write down the things that I say before I say them, and I'm like, no, just shit comes to mind and I say it.
I know, it's like, yes, that's why I sound so fucking retarded, people. It's,
Yeah.
You're getting me unfiltered. What the fuck?
Everything is a stream of consciousnness, people.
That is correct. It is all
Hey, at least
stream
I
of
didn't show up
consciousness.
here high, man. Like, if I was, you'd be like, where's Trippy? I'm like, oh, it's over here. It's over here. This Pickle knows. I messaged him and I was like, Pickle, I'm really stoned.
And then he sent me a picture to show just how stoned he was.
I think both my eyelids were touching, but my eyes I could still see.
All right, so I think the order we ought to go in is I'll do one, or Tim, you want to do one, then I'll do one, then Pickle, and then Trippy. You like that, Tim?
Sure.
Okay.
That works. Do you want me to talk about this, bro? I mean, I've seen this on several streams, so I
Yeah.
have some funny commentary about it. But
What, the first one, the Walmart?
yeah, the police, the Wichita Falls, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect for me to read. I used to live there
Oh, really?
for over a decade.
Yeah. The image is what got me of this. This is.
Okay. Hold on, it's loading.
Speaking of images, no, I don't have one for that. That's right. That's a stock
Because
Walmart.
there is no image. It's just because they didn't really want to talk about this. They're like, I don't know why we had to report on this, but we are.
Right.
Police in Texas received a strange call on Friday that involved a woman drinking wine in the parking lot of a Walmart. Now, hold on. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read the title, didn't I? I'm fucking retarded. Sorry, guys. Stoner brain makes me special.
You just gotta read
Walmart
like-
bans woman who rode cart while drinking wine from Pringles can.
Whoa.
She was in one of those
Whoa.
carts, man. You know what? If you're drinking wine from a Pringles can, you got issues going on there.
I'm sorry.
That's high style. What are you talking about?
I fully understand and appreciate hiding booze in nondescript containers, like you'd pour wine, for example, in a Coke can, but a Pringles can doesn't make it less conspicuous.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's just you hit bottom when you fucking drink it out of a Pringles can.
I kind of want to know if it was like red wine or does it say what kind of wine?
That big fucking mustache on the front of it. It's like, okay, yeah, it's
Red ass
man.
teeth and shit.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, dude. Say, Matt Dodge out there.
Hey, Matt, how's it going? I'm sorry I missed your stream today. I'm recovering from having like a whole bunch of weird fascia repaired in my house.
You got Prospero too.
Yes, Prospero 58.
Prospero.
058.
Hello, man, and Prospero.
Yeah, USS Prospero. Yes. A worthy vessel.
Oh yeah, I'm totally jealous of all y'all that can actually nap. I have such bad insomnia. Now naps haven't been a thing for me for decades.
I have to take 10 milligram melatonin every night, or else I won't sleep. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Things are necessary sometimes. Okay, so according to USA Today, employees at the store in Wichita Falls, Texas, had asked officers to ban the woman after she had been drinking wine from a Pringles can for several hours, and she rode around on an electric cart. I really wish they had put a picture of this woman up.
Me too, man. I was just
You would
praying.
feel like-
No fucking
You would
picture.
be like a Walmart legend. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, no shit, man.
Somebody should have filmed this shit.
There should be. I'm going to look extra hard just to see if there's like a video of that shit of her getting busted.
Yes, Eddie.
On one of Trippy's streams a few weeks ago, there was a picture of a woman who she had tipped on her mobility scooter, and half of it was stuck inside of a shelf. Maybe that was her.
Maybe.
Oh Lord!
No, I want to know if this lady got driving while intoxicated.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The woman was reportedly riding around an electric shopping cart that's generally used by people with physical limitations. She was also drinking wine from a Pringles can. That's all it says. Police said they were told that the woman had been riding around the parking lot since 6:30 in the morning while drinking the wine.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. This doesn't sound unfun.
Yeah, like it does seem like it's got definitely a tinge of wee. Wee.
No, they found the woman at a nearby restaurant and notified her that she had been banned from the Walmart. So she had gone to go get something to eat and take a piss. She'd been there for 2.5 hours drinking wine. Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I have much love for this woman. That's an awesome, yeah.
Yeah. That's
If there was ever a reason to get banned from a place, that is a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I have to say hi to Zell really quick, but it doesn't say anything about her being naked. I think she would have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
If she'd been naked, the Popo been there a lot faster.
Yep.
Yeah, people be picking up the phone
like
when they
she
see
was
naked bits and shit hanging out. It's like, oh fuck.
Seems to me she was just fucking bored. But I have to say, hat off to you, madam. Fantastic reason to get banned from Walmart. Made it count. I'm proud of you, baby. Good job, baby girl.
That's right.
Good job.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's commendable.
It is. I don't know why people were making fun of it. I'm like, why aren't you holding her up? You people are trolls. What are you talking about? So.
Mm-hmm.
But
I imagine they're not holding her up because of the mass.
Maybe.
Who gives a shit? Fat or not, she had the right fucking idea.
Well,
you get enough people
I think
together.
It's time,
yeah.
all right, we go ahead and move to Milton, Florida. Okay, where my man here goes by Brian Stewart was arrested for saying he was threatening to kill someone with kindness. And kindness
boy.
happens to be the name of his machete.
That's a mullet.
Oh,
I like this guy too.
That is brilliant. I love it.
That's so redneck sounding, man. This is somebody
It's
right out of fucking Podunk,
Will you
Alabama
look at
and
him?
shit. Yeah, no
It's a
shit.
meme.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a meme. I'm gonna kill you with kindness, brother.
I'm gonna kill you with kindness.
That's right.
Kindness stays in the trunk of my car.
That guy is straight out of 1985.
it reminds me of The Shining. You know, when Jack's coming up the stairs at Wendy, and he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your fucking brains in.
Kind of. It's fucking. I'm like, fucking what? And you look at him, you're like, oh my god, really? Because he looks like he's gonna cry now. And it's like, did you not think this was gonna happen? You swung your fucking machete at the neighbor, and you actually managed to cut him. Which isn't stabbing. He never actually stabs anybody, so I don't know why it says that he stabbed somebody in the article. But
clickbait.
He actually, it was dark and he swung it, and apparently kindness wasn't a very sharp blade and just gave the guy an abrasion.
Ooh.
And
so
he
hurts
saved,
like a mother.
Well, apparently the whole thing starts because this guy got mad at one neighbor, and another neighbor heard him yelling, and it was late at night. And this third guy comes in and he jumps in the middle, and he's the one that gets his arm abraded. He doesn't even get it cut. He just gets it scraped.
An abrasion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kindness was. Oh.
Well, Uzi in the chat has the perfect explanation. It's math. That's it.
Yeah, I was thinking that. If you look at his face, he's got some wounds going on there.
Yeah,
I think he got his ass kicked by the guy that he fucking tried to stab.
Man.
Because look at that mark in his forehead. That looks like he got punched, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a birthmark, man.
Stop real quick.
It's a birthmark. Leave me alone.
I could see somebody like my husband doing that to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no
Just
shit.
swing that little.
That's right.
Just swing that thing down. Poof, real quick, yeah.
You just pop him the right way, man. His fucking face will look like that.
Little red spot. Makes it feel like crying because it's such a pussy way to get your ass knocked down. But you know, hey, it works. I still think it was brilliant to call his machete kindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if he'd been smart, he would have sharpened it.
Kill him with kindness. Arrgh.
That's hilarious. Carl would be One Punch Man. No, he's already Paul Bunyan. Yeah, maybe. You're right. You're right, Uzi. It's all this crazy lore. It's wonderful. Okay. Giggle, 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 says to me. I can't help it. That's awesome.
Alright, so... whoa, am I reading this right? Is Pickle getting a Florida man?
Uh-oh. Florida man?
Florida man.
Florida man.
Well, all right, well, how about this?
Columbus.
All right, you read the Florida Man, Trippy, and since you brought it, Pickle,
Okay.
we'll talk about the midgets, okay, bro? You down with that?
There you go.
Pickle?
I think he's probably doing something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just as long as you're
Oh
down.
no, I was muted and forgot to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down with the story you brought, okay?
He's got that
right after
little
this
button
one.
on his headset, so it doesn't tell us what he's doing.
All right.
So, it says, a Florida man says Jesus told me to, after driving Ferrari into water.
Yeah, and fucking it up, man. Look at the head; it's caved in and shit.
Yeah, it looks like something fell on top of it.
Yeah, man. Like a bed or some shit. I don't know what the fuck
Right?
that is.
Wait. You said he's in Florida. Maybe he didn't mean
He
Jesus.
chose the wrong
Maybe-
pick, alright.
Yeah, he could have very well meant Jesus.
Oh, this one, Jesus? Never mind. I was reading the wrong story. Never mind. I can count. Don't listen to me.
So it says he was taking stuff out of the Ferrari
Or
while he
please,
was
man,
parked.
what's up?
Or yeah, while he was
Jesus,
parked.
take the wheel!
That's right.
It was parked on a public dock. He was taking stuff out of it, and an officer approached him, asking what he was doing. He told the officer that a friend of his told him to park on the dock so he could he could be picked up by a boat. That's not how this works either. That's just not how it works. You don't drive your car onto the dock and be like, "Hey, pick me up in your boat." That just would scream something's wrong here to an officer. Just seeing a car drive up on the dock. Of course he's going to ask you what the fuck you're doing.
Okay. You need to make sure you read the rest of this, Trippy, out loud, especially... Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is amazing, brother.
This was when the officer asked, when the officer told him he couldn't park there. The dude said, he apologized and retreated to the vehicle to retrieve his driver's license. In dashcam video of the incident, just not going to say his name, could be seen getting into his car, reversing briefly until he puts the sports car into drive and hits the gas, sending the vehicle into the water. Two fishermen in a nearby boat who witnessed the scene jumped into the water to rescue the driver. And when officers asked him why he drove his car into the water, he said, "Jesus told me to do it. He needed to drive through the small gate on the dock and into a 6-foot window. Jesus made me the smartest man on earth." And quote by him, "Jesus made me the smartest man on earth, and it's so hard to have so much responsibility." He told officers, "Money is going to be irrelevant in 2 days. Remember to smile." That's
Wow.
Money's going to be irrelevant in 2 days. Just saying.
It says he also told officers that he drove into the water because he believed the officer on the dock was Egyptian and did not believe in Jesus.
What?
Dude wasn't injured.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, it says that divers were able to drop inflatable lift bags and raise the Ferrari to the surface where it was towed back onto shore. So that's what those bags were. The lifty things, I think.
Yeah.
Ah, wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
It says, in a further twist, the license plate that was attached to the Ferrari actually belonged to the guy's Ford Mustang. So he put the wrong plate on the car and then drove it into him. So he was trying to not get busted for having wrong plates on the Ferrari.
What an idiot, man.
And he decided that, Jesus would be the ultimate scapegoat.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
My God.
His God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Jesus.
Oh, that guy.
Officers, Jesus told me to do it.
We got Jesus playing the piano.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tonight's.
But Jesus told me to do it, right? That's why I set fire to that thing that wasn't on fire before I set it on fire. That's why. Jesus said so.
Fire. That's what he said.
This is amazing.
I know there's a stand-up comedian that was talking about when he was a kid. He used to get beat up by another kid named Jesus, but he had only seen the kid's name written down. So he was thinking to himself, why did God send his one and only son to kick my ass at school?
Well, maybe you deserved it, fucker.
Maybe you did.
Mm-hmm. Jesus was on sabbatical until he started kicking this guy's ass. Now he's in great shape.
We'll call it a sabbatical.
Jesus Christ never misses a way in.
Call it a sabbatical.
We should fly over to Boston with Pickle.
Yeah. Members of a midget crime gang suspected of 55 break-ins. 3 members of the so-called Irish mob midgets, a Boston-based criminal organization composed of people of short stature, have been arrested this morning, reports the Boston Chronicle.
And here they are. I just popped them up, so let's give them about 10 seconds. Yeah.
I'm going to make a guess here. When this gang tries to intimidate, their specialty is kneecapping.
Yes. Score! Look at that dude's head, man. Holy shit! Is that a spoon? Is that convex or concave? I can't tell. You know?
Right?
Man,
They all look like
God damn.
they look like individual members of like the Injustice League.
Megamind.
That's Brainiac.
Yeah, one of them's Brainiac,
I was
He's
thinking
cracking up,
Megamind.
man.
Megamind.
Wow.
Brainiac and Megamind, and then you got Flatface. Actually, the guy with the guy on the right,
Like ears, man. Look at the ears on that dude.
he looks like a Dick Tracy villain.
They all do, man.
I just thought he was. I thought he just was part of a.
I assure you. I promise.
I just thought he was part of a 3D model that just hadn't been applied yet.
I know.
Oh man, we're going to hell. Making fun of midgets now. It's all Irate's fault. Blame him.
Dude. No, man. That's Pickle posted that shit.
All right,
Yeah,
And he
that
did
was
great. He done great.
to be fair, other midgets have to make fun of the guy on the left.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
His
right.
head looks like a hot air balloon.
It's a
Security
dirty
camera foot.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Cole.
Listen to this.
Sorry.
All right. Although the Irish Mob Midgets officially describe themselves as a non-profit motorcycle enthusiast group for small people of the Boston area, several high-profile members of the organization have been arrested in the past years on charges of drug trafficking, arson, and aggravated assault.
Yeah.
How the fuck does a midget traffic drugs?
It's the Dwarves of Anarchy.
Oh no.
They found a criminal use for their small-sized bodies and used them to break in through chimneys, pet doors, and small windows.
Well, at least they use themselves to their advantage, I suppose.
That dude looks like he cap a no, you know what I'm saying? The one in the middle, he looks a little
Crazy?
little
He
shark-like.
looks a little confused.
No, he looks nuts. The one on the right, he looks like he has a short temper.
Oh, who was
Yeah,
talking
the one,
about?
the one in the middle looks like he just.
He has a short everything.
Who was it that was talking about? I saw a thing the other day where they were talking about how eyes being closer together, like even in the Asian culture, is a signal of like somebody being like a criminal
Deceit?
or a miscreant, right?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
So is blonde hair in Japan.
oh,
no.
yeah?
No, well, okay, yeah. I
That's
thought you were
why-
talking about the.
Yeah, in Japan. That's why
Oh.
Goku turns blonde when he goes Super Saiyan. It's one of the reasons. Because blonde people are looked at as being miscreants or troublemakers.
Oh, you're talking about Japanese people with dyed hair.
Mhm.
I thought you were talking about like actual blonde people walking down the street, like
Oh, that
naturally
too.
blonde people.
Like if you're just blonde, I don't know if that's
I was like,
something
wait a
that you can
minute.
help, but in Japan they might look at you and be like, "Oh, you're a bad guy." Oh, it's also why the bad guy in I think Fast and the Furious, the first one, I think he was blonde. Might be Tokyo Drift I'm thinking of. but
I'm not
yeah.
sure I'm comfortable with all this blonde hate.
It's all because of the Hitlers. All those Hitlers that were attacking the peoples. Yeah, it's because of those guys. I say stupid shit, sorry. I'm having a fun night, and everybody else is so silent. I'm sorry.
Somebody needs to have a bright orange mop of hair. My husband says he's just pissed that none of these jokers has a mop of bright orange hair.
One of them, if they're jokers, needs to have green hair.
I can't imagine a midget would have a good time in prison.
Well, see,
The problem
usually
is-
people have to watch out bending over to pick up the soap. They just have to watch out all the time.
Yeah, but
Well,
don't they have to scale shit to their size though? Isn't that like
Oh.
a fucking one of those accommodation things that they have to do
I don't
for
know.
them because of all that bullshit?
If you push hard enough, there's accommodation.
I told you, man. I knew that shit.
Yeah, Maddie.
I hate that shit. It's so fucking stupid, but it's like it's what makes America great. That's one of the things. Lawyers make this country so fucking fun.
Okay.
Not.
Right?
Yeah.
Where's dicks?
Not. Hey, look. You can joke about a lawyer till you need one.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, man, they're like, really got their shit together. Because when you need one, man, you need that expertise and shit. So, I don't know.
I got to tell you, I have a sister who's a lawyer, and she matches every bad joke ever made about a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Like, if I literally watched her chasing an ambulance, I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn.
That's harsh, dude.
Fucking what?
Oh.
Shit.
So, all right. So, what's next? Oh, yeah, man. Where is that?
I had a buddy that he was trying to find a lawyer for something, and the lawyer came to his house, but he was driving a rusty-ass minivan. And he looks out and he's like, oh, no, don't tell me that's my lawyer.
All right, so this dude right here is trying to break into this lady's house. And basically, okay, Fort Lauderdale apparently is this sneaky prowler was attempting to break into a home in Fort Lauderdale, was stopped in his tracks by the homeowner who spotted him on the surveillance video lurking around the window. And she said, let's see, watching from his cell phone, the homeowner activated the two-way talk feature that startled the snooping suspect when he says, hello, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here, you clown. I filled in it was expletives in quotes, so I just said fuck because that's easiest to say.
Yeah. Expletive deleted.
The prowler looks shocked and quickly just runs and hops the fence to get the fuck out. I bet that scared the shit out of him, man. You know, it's like that scene in Halloween where those kids are going up to the house and fucking Dr. Loomis goes, "You kids get the hell out of there," or some shit like that.
When he was behind the bush or whatever.
Yeah, he was fucking with them. Yeah, it's a great scene.
Well, I mean, he was trying to save him, you know, at the same time.
Everybody's got to have love for fucking, you know, for Dr. Loomis and company, Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm. Donald Pleasance, man. It's Donald Pleasance.
Donald fucking Pleasance, exactly.
No.
Oh, yeah, he made that character. I mean, without him, that character sucked.
Yeah, it would have been real, you know, it's like, even Malcolm McDowell, you know, God, why did they let Rob Zombie
in the Rob Zombie?
Malcolm McDowell is a really solid actor.
Mm-hmm. You know, he was doing the voice. He was doing the voice for Chester Cheeto for the Cheetos commercials for a while. Malcolm McDowell was. I just thought that was funny.
His brother was good too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
Roddy.
I just.
Why do people think they can easier get away with robbing a house in the middle of the day?
It just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, I mean, if there's no car outside and shit like that, like maybe they're at work, you know, and you have less of a chance of walking in with somebody being in the house.
I want to say hey to Johnny Blaze. What's up, man?
Hey, Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
What's up, Ghost Rider?
That's right. Bring that spirit of vengeance out.
Oh, hail blue whale.
That's right.
I haven't said that in a minute.
AHBW.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, all right.
I still don't know what the heck. It looks like he's a kid, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, what about, are you talking about the counterfeit thing?
No, I was talking about the thief in Florida. Oh, the counterfeit thing is kind of distressing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know that story.
All right, so who's next?
Tema?
Is it Tema's turn?
C'est moi?
I think.
Did you have has Pickle gone yet?
Counterfeit?
Yeah,
Pico did the awesomest story. What are you talking about?
the one we laughed and talked over him.
Yeah.
Bad dwarves. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
The Doors of Anarchy, man. I'm just saying. I like that.
Hell yeah.
You heard it here first.
Okay, so honor student suspended for unintentionally using counterfeit money in school lunch line.
Yeah. So his dad goes to Mickey D's and gets that shit as change. Right?
Yeah.
All right, and he gets that $20 bill that he gives to his kid for lunch money, right?
Yeah.
And then they grab it, and he gets booted out of the school, and he's a straight A kid. You know?
Why would you suspend him for getting money like that from the store?
That doesn't make any fucking sense, does it?
Yeah, and didn't the school claim that it was like a no
zero
budging
tolerance?
policy? Yeah,
Zero tolerance about criminal activity.
It's not criminal activity, though.
Yeah, no shit.
Not even under the law.
No shit.
what about all the kids smoking weed in the bathroom? Well, I don't know if it was like a high school, but even if it was elementary school, it probably happens.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Man, it's enough to piss you off.
The code of conduct prohibits possession of counterfeit money, regardless of the circumstance.
Good God.
Like the kid would
That
know.
is the dumbest process I have ever heard of.
Yes, that is retarded as fuck. It's got to
Yes.
be.
They didn't even suspend him; they expelled him.
Was that in Florida?
Yeah, Atlanta is Georgia,
Okay.
of course.
Of course. It's in the South. It sounds like a Southern thing, you know.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like
We don't expect you to know what fake money looks like. You know what I'm saying?
They just expect
especially
you
the
to
age
know.
12.
Son, that is counterfeit as hell. It's Fugazi.
Right?
Oh no, it was in school suspension.
Oh.
See, now, I didn't get that. I didn't get there. I didn't read it deep enough.
Well, I mean, that's stupid. I kind of wish that the father would try to sue the McDonald's for that shit.
Yeah, no shit, man. It's like,
Or
I just, you're right. The heavy hand of bullshit. Yeah, I mean,
give
that's
that kid
just
free McDonald's for lunch for a year.
That's insane. These people need to figure out what they're doing.
yeah, no shit. I mean, it's like, I don't even see any kind of retarded fucking, SJWs. You know what I'm saying? It's just
No, this is rules gone wrong.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you let litigants and litigiousness rule everything.
Yeah.
This is what happens when the spirit of the law becomes the letter of the law. Welcome to California. But it's in the South, so it's going to be even more stringent.
and more corrupt too.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know exactly all about that shit. But I
Fucking crazy.
I love my state and I love the people that govern it. Just saying.
Did not have sexual relations with that tennis ball.
I did not have sexual relations with that Sharpay.
There you go.
It just backed up to me. Hey, what was I supposed to do? I mean, really. Just nobody gets it.
Should have an interview with Irate just being Bill Clinton the whole time.
See, Trippy gets it, man. He's all right. Yeah, man. We'll go, man. Me and Yeltsin back in the day, shit, that was a fucking epic. You know, we had an ounce and a half of cocaine and 4 hookers, right? And it was fun.
But I never inhaled.
Not one time. No, I snorted a lot of cocaine now. Shit, nobody asked me about that, now did they? Yeah, I'm not big on that reefer, but fuck, give me that booger sugar all day long. Like it. And that brings us to Booze Baby.
Oh God. Ooh. I know what happened. So go ahead. I read the story. Go ahead and read it. I'll tell you. I know exactly what happened.
All right, so this is this occasionally we have to do things that just kind of piss everybody off because we need to be like pissed off about this shit. I believe a daycare operator in Maryland is facing charges of child neglect stemming from an incident last April when a young child was discovered drunk while in her care. Doris Ott called the young boy's mother when he fell out of his chair and would not wake up. When the mother arrived, she found her son pale and limp and rushed him to the hospital. Doctors said that he had a bad blood alcohol content of 0.203.
Fuck.
Whoa, which is nearly 3 times the legal limit for an adult.
He's pretty
God,
close
damn.
to being an alcohol poisoning.
That could kill a
Pretty
child. Jesus
Yes.
Christ, that's
This
ridiculous.
bitch needs to go to jail. I know exactly what happened. This bitch needs to go to jail because she's been fucking cutting corners. What she's doing is she's taking, because she's running a daycare out of her house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Getting
You
the
know,
kids drunk
sippy
so they
cups?
go to sleep. Uh-huh.
nope, sippy cups. She's using apple or grape juice, right? That's the most common juices.
Right.
Oh
What are
yeah.
the fastest fermenting juices ever?
Oh, you're saying she's on the cheap and she's like serving them like stuff that's turned, right?
Well,
Yeah.
wait. What she's doing, so she has her sippy cups, and the kids will each have their own cup, because she probably watches like 8 or 10 kids or something, right? Not a lot.
Right.
Probably her and one other person in the house doing it. That's usually what happens with a home-based daycare. They're usually not particularly large. At least they weren't 20 years ago. But anyway, you have sippy cups that are airtight, and they have that little rubber fixture on them.
Yep.
And it makes the perfect cup to hold fermented juice. So, it holds cups, or holds juice so it ferments fast. So what she's probably doing is she's using 1 cup for the kids, and she's just putting it in the fridge and then bringing it out for them the next day.
Right. Instead of washing it.
So at some point, this little boy's cup that he hadn't drank for a while, because this wasn't the first time. If you read the story, this was the second time he had been sick like this when he had been there like that. This wasn't the first time he had been drunk.
Right.
Yeah, basically, yes, Ortiz, it was hooch. But in a sippy cup. It's accidental sippy cup hooch.
Right, right. So in other words, she probably didn't even know she was doing this, right? Is
No,
that what
she
you're
doesn't.
saying?
Right.
And that's the reason this bitch needs to go to jail.
Right, because she's that fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Dense.
That's,
Well, no, if you're a daycare,
yeah,
if you are an
you need to
actual
know
fucking
that kind of shit.
fighter,
Right.
you're
Absolutely.
already
Yeah.
trained. She can't claim ignorance. She
No
just,
shit.
it hasn't occurred to her. She's fucking retarded. That means she needs to go to jail. That kind of painful should be stupid. You don't put that much alcohol in a baby ever. Ever.
Right? Hell no. I mean, what?
Yeah, just give them a Xanax, that's all. You know. I'm kidding. God damn.
Of course, man. Of
I was
course.
like, wow.
Medicated baby
I
head?
can't believe you actually said that.
Well, you know what I've said before. Yeah, the easiest way to help a kid go to sleep is just shake them until they're tired.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Fine.
It is. It's really messed up. I'm really kind of irritated. This broad didn't even fucking realize what she was doing. Like, no. I'm just a mom, so fuck, what do I know? I'm just a stay-at-home mom, and I've been one for over a decade. But I want
Yeah.
to, how the motherfucking fuck do you run a daycare and not sanitize those cups every day? How are you allowed to be in business?
It's called not caring.
That's
On a side note, Atema, I would like it if you could DM me how you do this artificial fermentation, because I could make some use of this in the future.
It's not gonna
Dude, you
taste
need to
good,
watch
dude.
some of
All you
Brian's
do-
shit, Adamantine, man. He makes this great breakfast beer out of malta meal.
oh, that's
Dude, his yeah.
Oh, I saw that video.
Yeah,
That video was so much work. It wasn't even worth the drama.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's how you make it. I mean, it takes work. Yeast. Speeds
Oh no,
it
this
up.
is simple. You just get organic apple juice or
Yeah.
organic white
You
grape
just
juice.
set it out. Yeah.
You put it in a baby jar. You put it in a sippy cup. And if you want, you can put in a couple sprinkles of yeast, but you just make sure you have a little rubber thing, the gasket and everything, sealed in there. You close it up and you sit it at room temperature for 3 or 4 days.
I'll let you know how this works.
That's what we discovered when we would find the cups later.
Oh, it's just
Oh.
nice. Just grape juice. I'm fine.
I see the theme of a future stream for me.
So there you go.
But you've got to drink it out of a fucking Pringles can, man.
Okay, fair enough.
It'll
On a
add
scooter.
salt.
Yes, that
On
would
a
be
scooter.
awesome, man.
on a fucking scooter. Notema says.
Oh,
You
bless
fucking, you gotta get one of those. What do they call the ones at the store? It's not scooter. It's
A mobility
else.
scooter?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
is that what it is?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But there's like a name for him. I just forgot it.
I would never personally appear on stream on camera, but I wouldn't necessarily be above like showing a video of me riding around in a cart in Target.
Yeah.
Drunk off my ass.
But you could totally wear a mask. You're fine. You'd be fine. You can get a hockey mask with an American flag. Never mind.
However, I draw the line at entering at Walmart. It has to be a Target.
Yeah. Dude, and then while you're doing that, Eddie, you could go up to an employee and be like, "Can I use the ladies' room? I identify as a woman." And they're gonna have to tell you yes because it's Target. That shit's still in play.
Then you get to meet a me in Target that will just tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
Good times, right?
This would be a really fun video, but unfortunately, I have self-respect. Not much, but more than that.
Depending on how much sippy cup liquor you drink. Pringle can liquor. You take away your self-respect.
Pringle can.
Somebody needs to make a container that actually, looks like a Pringles can.
Yes.
Well,
Speaking of Pringles can.
Dude, we could probably get Buzz to do it.
Yeah, there's apparently in Israel, a judge, and I agree with this, has ruled that this is acceptable as art on display because a lot of people that have been going to Israel are Christians and shit, and they've been complaining.
McJesus.
Yeah, the Ronald McDonald, hanging from the cross. Actually, if you look at it close enough, it's a Jesus figure that he painted.
It's a repaint with a different head on it.
Yeah, it looks fine.
I saw this on this. I'll have to show you the channel later, but it's called The Scariest Movie Ever. And this guy thinks that all demons are real and that they're going to get us.
I think this is important because most of organized religion out there today is very corporatized, and I kind of like that's being pointed out and put in their face.
Yeah, it's a satirical kind of. I mean, I could see it being kind of a satirical piece. As well.
I think it's more supposed to be offensive. It's less offensive than Piss Christ. I will say, that one's kind of a step too far. I think that's just being.
Yeah, and then that gets to the point of the question is okay, is photographing something, in piss is that are we going to really call that art?
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, art implies there's creativity behind it, execution, skilled execution. And some photographers that don't, that use real fucking, cameras with film and shit, and know how to use, aperture settings and f-stop and blah, blah, all that shit. There's an art form there too. Ansel Adams, people like that. Man Ray, even fucking, we want to get all
Hey,
and shit. Yeah.
Goot's in the green room. If you wanted to bring him in.
Goot?
Gutenberg.
Dude, I swear to God, I was thinking about him 2 or 3 hours ago. So
nice.
Bringing his ass in here. Gutenberg.
He's still muted himself because he was listening to the stream. Give him a few seconds to catch up.
All right. Dude, he's a pro.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Dude, what's happening?
Oh, man, I actually stepped away when you dropped me in there. How you guys doing? How was going? What is it, Friday night?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're sitting here going through some fucked up news and shit.
Word. Sounds good to
we
me.
do.
We're talking about how absolutely nothing weird happened this week.
Nothing.
Anywhere at all. Nothing crazy.
Dramatically
Nothing
boring.
at all.
Just boring.
Nothing's crazy, man.
Especially not in Tennessee. What do you guys think about the Andy Warska Tonka?
No, not at all.
Fuck Tonka. Nope. Fuck Tonka.
But yeah, I think Tonka's wheelchair is on fire.
Oh.
Fuck that little man.
I like the quote from Andy Warski when he did his weigh-in. Where are you, Tonka? Where you at?
Yeah.
So, where do you think it goes from here? Do you think he keeps streaming, or what do you think's going to happen?
Who?
I could say some things, but it's the cream stream, and I don't want to be like a dick.
Tonka will eventually keep streaming, but no one will watch.
And most of his viewers might be hate watchers, right?
Yeah, but even that'll fade away, and he'll be left with 100 or so degenerates.
Well, what if he changes his YouTube name legally? You know, then nobody will know it's him.
Oh, you mean with the fake stamp on it?
Yeah, yeah, and then he could start streaming and. Yeah.
Well, based on how smart his name changes are, his new channel's name is going to be Saw Tonka.
There was never a name change.
Sankata.
That's the thing. There was never a name change.
No, it wasn't.
The document that he showed to Valor, it was pulled from a template. The notary stamp on it was not even there.
Yeah. It wasn't notarized. It wasn't a legal name change. It wasn't anything.
It was just a declaration.
National Yorkshireman. I saw that, dude. Hashtag gas Tonka.
Oh.
leave it to him to cut to the reality of it.
I'm surprised he actually retracted it.
Yeah, no
See,
shit.
man,
You know, man. Yeah, it's like you know.
No,
hold on. If Tonka hadn't run his mouth and done that whole deal like he was, you know, like he was a real wrestler and shit, man, you know, he wouldn't, you know, that whole quick to like challenge people to fight and shit.
Yeah, Irate, I'll kick your ass in real life.
All right, so it's like, all right, hold on, I'm going to like spend $500 to $1,000 to meet you in the middle of fucking nowhere so we can beat the shit out of each other. It's like, yes, I'm down with that.
Right.
You know, it's I don't know, man. I just there's so many fake fucks. It was interesting because here's what SoFame said the other night. He said, you know, he goes, I knew this was fucked up. You know why? Because it was done by YouTube people, and YouTube people. He said something to the degree he said something
to the
like
effect of
that. I'm trying to figure out how he said it, but it was like, oh yeah, he said YouTube people are fake.
Well, some of them are, but some of them aren't. I mean, if you run your mouth,
right,
Yeah.
and that's something I was like, either you play a character or you are a character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, you can play two. You can play two different personalities. You could be one person behind the microphone, being as if. I mean, we're entertainers, right? I mean, I'm not, but I mean,
yeah.
People that stream are entertainers. You meet them in real life, they're not going to be that entertaining guy like they are behind the microphone.
You're
However,
play up your own personality.
right? It's the tough guy thing, and then not showing up to a fight. That's when you challenge people, like that's like schoolyard shit. Like you challenge someone to a fight in high school. In the
That's what
parking
I've
lot.
always looked at it as too, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet you behind the library at 3:45 p.m. Are you going to be good? Because, you know, like, I know you're in yearbook and everything. As long as you guys aren't meeting after school, we'll kick each other's ass.
Which would have been fine if he showed up. I mean, it would have been fine. Like, if you are that guy, show the fuck up, right?
Right.
I mean, he was even touting that he was still going to show up to Tennessee and was claiming that he was going to set up a different fight in Georgia. And I was just like, well, people paid for tickets to see something happen in Tennessee, jackass.
Do you know what? The only way he could have redeemed himself was actually fucking show up, even though he wasn't on the card.
All right, let me ask you this. All right, Gutenberg. What if Tonka like suckers them into the street, you know, or does something like that, and they get you know, some type of, you know,
the cops will be called immediately.
Fight Club kind of
won't
situation and shit.
I understand, Irate. I'm talking about a man.
But if Tonka did that, would that be a mea culpa? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about the ramifications of him actually showing up. I'm talking about a man that's been on the internet. I don't want to talk bad about. I really have.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
However, I mean, you talk so much shit. I mean, he talked a lot of shit, and I've been around a lot of shit talkers. The only way he could have saved face was actually fucking show up, even though he's no longer on the card. He should have fucking showed up, and if it turned into a fight, it turned into a fucking street fight. But that would have been the only way he could have saved face, and he's nowhere to be found there.
As of
Why don't
yesterday,
they
he was
just put on
supposedly
boxing
going
gear
to
and
get
get into a fucking gym and spar that way? They can beat the shit out of each other.
that.
That way it just takes some more fucking work.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
sure.
have to use a fucking card for that.
I'm sure there was a dojo or a fucking gym somewhere around there, a YMCA. It would have been sanctioned, but I mean, listen, I mean, they wouldn't want to fucking really hurt each other, like, you know, to the point where someone walks away with a serious fucking concussion or a broken arm. But let them beat the shit out of each other. Fuck it. I mean,
you know, let's be honest for a second. We've probably almost all seen videos of Tonka's wrestling.
Oh yeah.
To call him a man is a stretch. He's got the body of a 12-year-old boy.
Well, that may be so, but I believe the man is. I see. When this fight was first announced, I had money on Tonka. Considering the size frame, like if you ever fought a tall, skinny guy, those dudes will fuck you up.
Yeah, they got leverage.
Speed.
Leverage
and
speed.
Speed and fucking hard knuckles because they're fucking bony, dude.
Bony as fuck.
Yeah. I was always kind of. I was in the same boat as you. Like when I first heard about the fight, I was like, okay, well, Tonka supposedly has experience.
Right.
Andy is said to not. So I'm thinking, okay, one person does already have an upper hand. And then it was like, what, like a week or something like that, I think, Pickle. And then people were talking about how much Andy had been training. I'm like, well, now I feel like Andy's going to be able to do it because Tonka was constantly on stream.
Right.
Well,
9-10 hours a day and shit.
His excuse for for changing his name was like the most ridiculous, stupid, retarded thing I've heard somebody say in a fucking ever.
Yeah,
They called my mom at her business. Like, I was all pissed off. I didn't realize, when I was listening to the stream, I could have swore they said, oh, this is your mom's cell phone number, and he was like, just do it, just call it, just call it.
He did.
I could have sworn they were saying sell, not work.
We were all there for that, or not all of us, but I was there for that, and I heard, go ahead and call it. It's not a real number anyway, I think is what Tonka said.
Or go grab your fake news and call it or some shit like that. But I seem to remember, like, cell phone was in the middle of that statement, and maybe it was just because everybody was talking, or I'm just, smoking too much pot. I don't know, whatever. But fucking, I didn't realize it was a business phone. A business phone? The only thing I would say, you gotta say ma'am if you want to pull a good prank on somebody when you're doing stuff in the South.
No, Carl, the way that you say it is never write a check with your mouth that you can't cash with your ass.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right?
Let's see. There was a funny ass comment somebody had made. I think it was during the kill stream, and the comment was obviously Tonka changed his name to Andy Warski so he could win the fight.
But guys, I have a question for you guys. I'm not quite sure the age of everybody here. I know Irate's a little older than me, but I've been on the interwebs here since fucking 97, 98. I've been on boards, IRCs, fucking everything, dude. I've never seen someone go down this fucking hard, like someone be shamed this fucking bad. Like, this rivals anything I've ever fucking.
And it gets worse and worse every day.
And worse and worse every day. This is Monday Matt times 10. Like,
but you know what the thing is, though?
What's up?
Thing is, he has no shame, so he will be back.
Oh, he'll be back for sure. But he'll get sick of not streaming.
He already did his apology, man. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. He accepted 20% of the blame. 20%. Oh, my fault.
He screwed up paperwork.
I watched his. Well, I tried to listen to his stream while it was happening, but I couldn't understand it, so I had to wait for someone to put up a one with proper volume. Mm-hmm. And when they did, I listened to it at 1.5 times the sound, and it was still boring as fuck.
Yeah, you got to cut out some of that dead air.
You know what the funny thing is? That guy had fucking lightning in a bottle, though. He had one of the best streams at the time. And you know what? To give Tonka some credit here, because, I mean, we are kind of shitting on him right now. When he first started his shit, and it was like 30 viewers concurrently, then between 30 and 100, he would start the show, and he would talk for 30 minutes. It was rather entertaining. Yeah. It was
about a year ago.
It was engaging and entertaining. It was just, I would turn it on.
And he would talk to the chat, and he would have fun.
Yeah. I would go. I was a third shifter. I would get off work. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I might as well watch fucking Kumite.
Yeah.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Tonka's very capable of being entertaining.
Yeah, the Shin Godzilla era is fucking fucking gold, man.
He simply apparently chose to give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he I think a big part of the Tonka thing is he liked being small. And then when he started getting bigger and bigger, it was too much for him. And
I don't know, dude.
No.
It seemed like he tried to put on too much of a show. And then once he started getting pushback, once
it went to his head.
Weren't showing up. And I tell you what, man. YouTube money can fuck with you, dude. Like, it can fuck with you. Once you're making a fuck ton of money, and you start seeing everything once you're at your peak and you see everything start to whittle down, that'll weigh on your mind fucking hard. Like, really, really hard.
Yeah, like losing subs and shit.
And that's what subs do, is the money.
Less and less donations. Yeah.
When I was, I'm gonna suck my own dick here for a little bit, but when I was making quite a bit of money, I was excited about YouTube. I was, wanted to be on all the time. I was fucking uploading concurrent shit. Like, I'd go out and record protest videos. I don't know how many people are aware of what I did or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I was making, my highest check was like $4,000. That was my highest during the Christmas
for a month,
season.
Man.
Well, that was Christmas season, and the ad revenue was quite high. But on average, it'd be about $2,000 on top of I got a decent middle class blue collar job, right? And during the apocalypse, that shit was stripped away, and my attitude towards YouTube went to shit.
Right.
So
understandable.
So I understand. Like, remember, there'd be a wall of super chats on the Kumite before he even really fucking started.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the money aspect kind of is fucking with him.
I think.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about that now, does he?
I think he took his rivalries a little too seriously too.
Yes,
He really
definitely.
did.
It's when it becomes real life drama instead of just internet drama that it starts to really change your outlook on shit too.
Right.
So multiple aspects.
Once you walk away from your computer, dude, you need to fucking leave it. You need to leave it there. Because at the end of the day,
these guys know they can't contact me on Mondays. Like, I just say, fuck it, y'all leave me alone.
At the end of the day, you guys are just packets being streamed into my PC. At the end of the day, like, I can give a fuck less, right? I got real.
That's the way to keep it.
All right.
So, Anime, man, I haven't seen you for a while, man. What you been up to, dude?
I've been half dead for the better part of 2019.
Oh, okay. You got the HIV or something? What's up with you?
Just various illnesses.
The HIV.
God.
Go straight to HIV.
I don't have the AIDS yet, so there's that.
He's trying. He's not for lack of trying. He's getting there. It's cool.
We gotta pump the T cells back up, right?
No, he's stayed away from Tonka.
Oh yeah.
Well, I used to see him everywhere in the chat, man. He used to be like one of the regular names I'd see everywhere, and it seems like I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I've literally been sick for a month.
Well, get well, dude. Get well, my guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna start just injecting you with orange juice.
Pain is nature's way of telling you you're alive.
Oh, Irate.
Right?
I didn't look through the whole cheat sheet. Did you guys get the story about the dude who was apparently injecting himself with his own semen for 18 months?
Oh, I saw that.
No.
I saw that.
I didn't get that, man.
They covered it on Renovations. Apparently, the dude for the better, for like 2 years, or close to 2 years, was just injecting himself with his own semen because he thought it would help his back pain.
I mean, the math checks out, right? I don't know.
That's like right out of fucking.
Here's a spoiler. It didn't help his back pain.
No,
right.
not at all.
Well, he had gone to the doctor or whatever, and they're like, what have you been doing to yourself? And he told them, and they're like, that's not going to do very much. Like, if anything, you would have thought it would have hurt him.
Yeah, because you're basically injecting yourself with salt, right? Like a saline salt solution. So
salt and water, a few other things. Right. And my first thought, or the first thing I said to Ren was he thinking this was going to work like stem cells?
God.
And it was just going to magically fix his back? But yeah, apparently that's what he thought because he was injecting it into his arm.
What a fucking idiot.
With a hypodermic syringe.
Now, what state was he from? Or was he even American? Where is he from?
Shit, I forgot what she had said.
Alabama.
Some reason I need to know that.
I forgot what she'd said.
I need to know that so I can generalize people in the future.
No shit. Come on.
It was probably Florida, I think, but I'm going to find out.
It's a safe guess.
One of them Floridians.
Oh, we have a German guy in the chat. Carl de Grubesen.
No, he's not German. He's
It's de Grosse,
De Grosse.
but you can call him de Grobe.
Okay.
That's Paul Bunyan. He's my husband.
Oh, here you go. It says Irish man injects himself with his own semen for 18 months.
Well, to be fair, he's probably been completely hammered that whole 18 months too. So give him a
Leave it to the fucking potatoes.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it was an Irish man and he was injecting his own semen, it was probably 70% booze anyway.
Wait.
I'm surprised he
This
survived.
story's about Alfred.
It says that he turned up to the doctors with a swollen, abscessed arm, in addition with chronic back condition.
Dude, you know, hitting
sure.
that same arm over and over again with that nasty shit. I mean, see, you know, it's protein and stuff, man. So that's like bacteria loves that shit. You know,
It says
can you
he
imagine
willingly
how fucked up
divulged.
his arm was? How sick he was, man.
Yeah, it says he willingly divulged the details of his own semen cure when questioned, admitting he
by the way,
injected-
Doc.
Ugh.
Jesus.
He injected it manually
Oh, I feel
Fucking
sick.
A.
Oh.
as an innovative treatment for his back pain once a
at
month
least
for
he
the last
doesn't- At least he
18.
didn't withdraw it from his balls.
Oh, that
Oh,
would just be so
God.
painful.
Jesus, Irene.
It says he did it both intravenously and intramuscularly.
I don't even have the dangly bits. What the fuck?
The dangly bits. Carl in the chat says Zyklon was engineered by a Polish chemist who later became the Pope. No, Zyklon was invented during World War I by a very proud Jewish nationalist.
Really?
Which is a fucked up story. Yeah, Zyklon was created by a Jew during World War One, and then the Zyklon A actually had an odor to it, and then the German scientists actually went through and made Zyklon B, which was actually odorless. So a Jew literally engineered the gas that later fucking exterminated half his fucking people.
That's a bit ironic.
But don't you think?
Oh, this part's gonna make Atema feel awesome. It says while his primary complaint was a flare of his back pain, the man's arm was found to be swollen with semen that had leaked into the surrounding tissues
Oh my
from
god.
failed injections.
Oh shit!
I read this story. If I recall later, there's something about cutting it open.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they
Or
probably
draining
had
it.
it open to let it out.
Oh, Goatman and Occam are in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Hello, go man. And
Boy, they shut it down.
wow, it says that unable to find any other cases of in medical literature of someone injecting themselves with their own semen for any reason and coming up
Because they're
empty-handed,
fucking
even on
crazy,
a
man. He's got some psych shit going on. Obviously,
Dr. wrote the man's
it's a hard drive
case.
issue.
Oh, yeah, it got its own
Yeah.
special section in a medical journal.
I bet
God,
it did.
good
Man.
lord.
Yeah, Uzi said he must really think very highly of himself. Thought his semen was going to do something for him. But
Oh
my
Emma,
god!
It got a section in a medical journal titled "Semenly Harmless Back Pain."
Oh, good lord, that was great.
It says score 1 for science.
All right, hey, how about let's do the thing about this dude, man? The meth and shit and dead eagle guy. All right, nice mustache there.
What the
Kind of a crazy meth mustache.
Oh, that's dude.
That's
he's
the dude
going
that does
Sam
the beef
Elliott.
commercial, isn't it?
It's Sam,
Sam
Elliott.
Elliott?
Yeah, Sam Elliott. I was thinking the
No,
same thing.
he doesn't look cancer patient-y enough to be Sam
Dude,
Elliott.
if I had the patience, right, I would grow that fucking mustache. That's a solid mustache.
That's a
right?
man.
Very
That's
good.
a German mustache, isn't it, man?
That
You're
is
gonna
a-
hate that upper lip being that thick. It's really hard to eat when you're.
Fuck that. That's a
mustache
banger
gets that
right
long.
there. That's
Yeah.
a man. I mean, granted, what did he do? He got arrested for meth.
It's Anderson, Missouri. So police recovered meth, a gun, a stolen ATV, a stolen horse trailer, and a dead bald eagle after serving 2 search warrants simultaneously at his homes at Grandview Street in Anderson, Missouri on Tuesday. All right,
You know,
this
if
story.
if I were the judge, I'd let him go from that mustache alone. Time served.
No, he killed an eagle. Hell
And
no.
dude, check this shit out. His name is James Cabat, and he's 65 fucking years old. Of Anderson, right? That mad.
You just have a random dead bald eagle with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
was
dead
gonna
bald
say
eagle
that,
is the
Meg.
part that's pissing me off. That's the national
That's
bird.
what-
Everything but that, I'm like, brother,
Isn't
you gotta
that a
go
federal
do some
offense?
fucking community service and pay
Yeah,
a fine and
the
shit or
federal offense,
something.
yeah.
Dude. That's the national bird.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
a
no,
federal
that
offense.
must.
The
If you
bald-
have a mustache like that, I'm expecting you to kill birds, right?
Not the eagle. How
Fuck it.
un-American. Have an awesome mustache and then go kill that? No, you're supposed to have the eagle's supposed to sit on your shoulder and you're supposed to go America. You're not supposed to shoot it.
He had 58 grams of meth.
Duh.
58.
58
Really?
fucking grams, man. That's
That's only because
that's almost
he
2
already
ounces.
used 2.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
he used
Hold
2
on,
of those
2.
grams. You know he did.
28.35 grams or an ounce, so that's
Probably ate 'em.
Yeah, you know what?
So it's just
I'll
over.
Or two.
The hun, how do you pronounce your name, hun?
Timma.
Atema the Hun.
Timma, maybe that bird was a cunt. Not all birds are cool.
Well, I know, and even if it was a cunt, how many? But it's the bald eagle. It's the American bird.
Yeah, it's
you know
a
what I'm
You
saying?
know that bald eagle flew over him every day and was like squawk, and he heard bitch, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up."
That or
Wait
maybe he
till
found the
you're low
bird.
enough.
Right, maybe
No.
he found the bird on the side of the highway and he was going to go give it a proper barrel after he smoked a couple grams of meth. You don't know.
Yeah,
dude.
But
maybe
now that
the
could be possible, but you know what? I'm still gonna say, nah, dude. You no.
I
don't know,
you know,
you-
there
you
used to be an
smoked it
old
with
saying, you don't see old crackheads, and that's obviously bullshit. You know,
at this point. Yeah.
I mean, you
But
know,
I guess everybody's got to have a late in life hobby.
I don't know about you guys, but this guy looked like he's got a lot of shit done, right, in his life. This man looks like he's out there fucking doing something. He don't look like a regular crack.
He's hustling, man.
Yeah, he smoked those. Like he probably had 60 grams of meth originally, but 2 of them went to him and the bird.
That's right.
I give him a pass for that mustache, man. I don't even give a
He OD'd the bird, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna guess that this is a rural Missouri
Yeah,
town
it's bumfuck Missouri, dude.
because I have some family members in Missouri and the rural Missouri is that's hillbilly
It's
territory.
just as fucking country as Alabama, man.
Well, rural anywhere is fucking.
No, rural Missouri is bad.
I can take you out to rural Pennsylvania. You'd be like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
yep.
That's everywhere, where in the country, right? Rural anywhere.
I don't know about Michigan. We got
I went
Detroit.
through there. I went through there 24 years ago into rural Pennsylvania, and I don't want to go back to rural Pennsylvania.
All right, now you can shit on every other state, but leave Pennsylvania out of it. All right, for the most part, like some parts of Pennsylvania, yeah, they're a little dodgy. We got Harrisburg, we got shitty areas, but Pennsylvania overall is very beautiful.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing. But when they see somebody wearing clothes that are even remotely different, they like freak out and run away from them, or they did 25 years ago. So.
Freak out and run away. What are you talking about?
She
No
was a
fucking
hippie.
joke. I went into a gas station and I was like, we're talking like nowhere, Pennsylvania. I was like 17 though, so this was 24 years ago. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere, Pennsylvania. I'm wearing like, because it's the 90s, so it's what, 94?
Right.
I think? 93. It was 1993. I'm wearing the big old skater baggy pants. They're green corduroy. I'm dressed like a freaking young hippie of the time, right? Because what else are you going to do when you're 17 and hitchhiking across the country with a couple people and a lot of things?
Well, we don't take kindly to hippies around here. You're correct. So
Yeah, so like we're walking in the grocery store and like I'm clean. It's like I'm not a dirty hippie. I'm just a hippie because I'm like 17. I'm still clean. I don't smell bad or anything. But I'm just going to buy food and this couple sees me and they gasp and they literally press themselves. You can hear them rubbing the stuff on the aisle. Press themselves to the other side to get away from me.
Well, I would too. No offense. I mean, I don't know.
People are fucking crazy.
Hey, we don't like hippies up here. I don't know what you. I apologize on behalf of all Pennsylvanians that you had that experience. Do you know what part of Pennsylvania it was in by any chance?
Bumfuck.
Pennsylvania.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we were driving. We started.
Where were you coming from?
We were coming from. We were on a run. Okay, so at this point, I had not slept in 6 days, so my memory is a little better. We had just come down from Texas. We had gone up.
You mean up, right?
No, because I started in Cali,
Alright.
and I went all the way down. It started in Central Cali, and I ended up all the way down by Houston, and then we went all the way up.
So you sure you weren't in West Virginia?
No, I was for sure in Pennsylvania. We went up through the southwestern corner and ended up almost deadpan in the middle.
Pittsburgh area into Altoona in the Harrisburg area. Yeah, it gets a little dodgy around there.
There was like nobody around and stuff, and I smiled and said hi because I'm from California. And like at 17, I was like, man, fuck you people. So whatever, that's my experience. No more. I didn't get out of the truck again in Pennsylvania.
All right, well, there you go. But back in the 90s, man, shit was different. That whole fucking new culture of, like, the alternative skateboarding type baggy clothes was, like, a new thing. So,
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
I know, I was 17, too, so I expected something better. But after that, I was like, man, I'm going to stop traveling around the country because I'm going to hate everybody.
Traveling's overrated. But is anybody in the Northeast in the chat or in the Discord here? Anybody from the northern states?
I'm in Oregon.
You're in Oregon. Well, I'm about to get hit with 24 inches of snow, and I just want someone else.
Damn.
I know, right?
I'm in Minneapolis, and I can still see the grass.
Oh, well, this thing is like whipping out of Canada in like an arc and coming right down into Pennsylvania, into like New York City and all that shit. So we're projected to get 24 inches of snow tomorrow.
How far south is it going, dude?
Just about to Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
usually
bad.
when those start dipping down like that, man, they'll get lower and lower. And we can only pray in Alabama for
yeah, I posted on my Twitter. It looks like it's just Pennsylvania, northern New York, and whatever part of Canada is above New York.
Yeah.
Ontario, whatever.
Canadian.
Toronto.
I'm in Michigan, so I just looked outside. Nope, no snow.
Yeah, supposed to start tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern.
Say hi to Circa Zero. What's up?
What up?
Circa Zero. That's my dude. He I recommended him a microphone. It just came in the mail. However, he didn't get the right cord for it, or they didn't send him the cord for it. Poor fella. What microphones are you guys using, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I think the cheapest one here. I've got here Turtle Beaches.
You sound fucking clear as fuck, dude. It sounds like you're on a good mic.
Yeah, that's what we keep telling
him. It's a gaming headset. It's a gaming headset.
On that. Yeah.
No, dude, you sound
tight, dude.
$36.
Are you running it through anything?
Nope. Plugged right into the computer. It's for an Xbox. It's an Xbox One headset.
Dude, you sound like you're on a fucking $100 microphone.
Yeah.
Well,
and I'm the one on
stays that way.
It's all about the tone, man.
Oh man, I hate bad audio, dude. I hate it. It drives me insane, dude.
Pickle over there. Yeah, you guys.
That's why I'm wearing $100 fucking Razer headset while I'm at work.
Right.
At home, I have fucking legit fucking setup.
You could see his on like a lot of our streams that when we used to do the Hangouts thing. Yeah, he'd be on camera. You could see his fucking mic and computers and shit.
Colleen
sent
me an orange box here. Southern Mass here should be starting bad weather late at night. So it's going to start 1 p.m. Eastern for us here in Pennsylvania, but for you it'll probably be 8, 9, somewhere around there.
You want to do the Yankee weather report?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, you're welcome. It's like
you want the weather report, man? You got to go to the YouTube official weather guy, and that would be AP. I can't do the weather.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Yeah. Just gonna get weather for Las Tejas.
Las Tejas.
I'm sure I could forward him the information, and he can improvise for us people up north.
Yes,
but he's live right now, so.
Yeah.
It's already 12:20 for me.
Yeah, it's 9:20 for me.
Holy shit! Wow.
It's second beer for me, so I have no fucking clue.
Oh shit! You didn't know that? At rate, sometimes I'll get on to Doc Stream and I'll be on there until 5 my time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What zone you in, Trippy?
Eastern Standard.
Oh, okay. Where are you about?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah.
I always forget Michigan's Eastern, man. I always think of it as like
a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do it. It's fuck. I don't know any of your buddies either. So
It doesn't change till about Chicago, right? Chicago, it switches to Central, correct?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Yep. Yep.
No, we Central Time Zone people want nothing to do with Michigan.
Or Chicago.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that if you want to get some of the HIV, you can come on down to Michigan.
Just rife with HIV and bad
Oh
water.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
they give it out for free.
that's all right because if you get it there, you can also be beheaded there.
There you
I
go.
think so.
Hey, one-stop shop.
Just take a little trip to Dearborn.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, you go to if you drive through Dearborn, there's a lot of street signs that are straight up just in Arabic. Like
Well, there you have it.
street signs and shops galore.
That's retarded.
Yeah,
There you have it. I was in Ann Arbor about 5 years ago. That was a nice area.
yeah. Ann Arbor's all right.
I mean, it was. I'd never been to Michigan before, so I thought it was. Well, like, all right, this is a nice little city here in Michigan.
Yeah, most places are. I mean, like, I guess Detroit's even getting a little bit of
dude.
a renaissance. Bunch of
Colleen
people bought
Bernier
buildings.
says, I'm near the coast and we're getting some freezing rain and ice mixed and followed by single-digit teens on Monday and Tuesday. God damn. They're going
you
to
should
be
totally-
locked in.
totally get some of that snow and then send it to Irate's P.O. box.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You get your own very own snowball.
If we get something like that, it's like the power would definitely go off.
Everybody
yeah.
would freak the fuck out. No one know what to do.
Yeah, man, people don't know how to fucking drive or shit around here.
Hell no.
It's like, come on, fuckers. It's just
They're used to
snow.
one condition,
It's just snow.
maybe two. Yeah, like when I lived in Arizona, I think there was a couple of like flakes of snow that fell somewhere that didn't usually get it, and there was like 8 accidents in that area.
Dude.
Yep.
What's this shit falling out of the sky? Just crashing into each other. Oh my god, the end of the world.
You know what's always funny to me? I live in the middle of the shale portion of the whole gas renaissance that this country's been going through. And they would bring a lot of companies up from Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and all that shit. And they'd import all these guys into north central Pennsylvania. And what would be real fun in the wintertime was count the amount of gas trucks you've seen in the ditches when it snowed. Those fucking guys did not understand. They got pickup trucks, so they have no weight in the rear end. And when they take a fucking turn, it fucking slides. And these guys, I'm not shitting you. I would drive a 20-mile stretch sometimes to work on not bad, even like 4 to 6 inches, and there'd be 4 or 5 fucking gas trucks in the fucking ditch.
Jesus.
All Oklahoma plates, Texas plates, fucking Louisiana, Alabama, all those fucking guys.
Oh no, I believe it. I've seen them drive in an ice storm, and man, that is the craziest shit I have ever seen. Those people have no fucking, not even in diesels. You can find them in big rigs, and they don't know how to drive.
Well, if you're a long haul trucker, you know how to fucking drive in the fucking
You
snow.
should.
No, I was talking
Yeah.
about Texas-based rigs. Like,
Gotcha. Well, but if you're long haul, you're driving all over the country.
yeah, you would think so, but no.
But that and the
Right.
rig still got weight in the back. These fucking like dually pickups, they had no weight in the rear end, and they just
Well,
fucking
yeah.
slide.
Well, a diesel truck, at least it has so much overall weight, it kind of helps you a little more with a diesel, but
Not really in the bed when you have all the weight in the front. And
no,
you
that's true.
Have nothing in the back. You slide.
Oh, dude,
These
you
guys
like
don't
fucking do a little like,
Drifties, man.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Drifty slides.
You know those seed pods that would fall from trees like a helicopter? It's kind of like that kind
I
of thing.
still swear by a diesel truck. I think a diesel truck is probably going to help you the most in ice.
No, it won't.
You don't
Not
think
one.
so?
No, not at all. The weight's disproportionate. Do you know? Okay, I don't know if you guys that have driven in snow, when you get in like a rut, when you follow like the normal path people are driving in,
Yep.
and if you veer from that fucking rut, your ass end your car will kind of shift a little bit, and if it catches the rear tire catches the rut, it will throw your back end a little bit. But if you have no weight or the weight isn't fucking centered, it's gonna throw your back end like out, and you're not gonna be able to recover.
How fast are you going when this happens? Maybe that's what's throwing me off.
It's not me. I know how to drive in the fucking snow.
Well, no, I'm saying, okay, not you. You.
People in general.
Romantically
one-
retarded, okay?
How does one do it, perhaps?
No, these guys just they underestimated what fucking snow can
Oh.
do to your rear end of a
Okay,
truck.
you're talking about people that don't know how to drive and no.
I was talking about guys from the southern states that are not used to driving with snow on the ground. And I don't mean like 1 or 2 inches, maybe, before the plow trucks get out and the salt trucks get out, which in Pennsylvania, they go out pretty fucking late. And you'll have ruts on the highway where the normal traffic's been going through. And if you try to veer out of that rut, or if you're just kind of not paying attention and catch the end of the rut, and you like try to correct for it, if you fucking correct too much, your ass end is just going to slide out if you have no weight in the back. That's why a lot of guys up here with pickup trucks, they'll weight the back end with cinder blocks or sandbags or something, because without that weight, dude, you're basically
trying to distribute the weight across the vehicle.
Exactly. Dude, it's like a seesaw with like a 100-pound dude on one end and a 300-pound dude on the other end. Like it's not going to work out well.
I had one of my aunts back in like the early 90s. She used to drive a fucking Corvette all year round. And through the snow and everything. Like, she'd be driving in the ruts down the road and fucking, it looked like she had a snow shovel on the front end of her car. She's like, I can't believe that it's snowing so much. It's like, bitch, get a different car.
Yeah, but a Corvette wouldn't be that bad, though, because all the weight's in the back. Right.
Well, actually, they're front engine. So...
Yeah, they're front engine, but the way they're kind of... Yeah, you're right.
Drivetrain and everything in the back. But it was like, I think it was a
Detroit,
mid-80s not Trans Am, Corvette. So mid-80s, after the Stingrays with the big humps and all that shit, they were the ugly little ones.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, dude, those 60s Corvettes, though, man, they're fucking beautiful. I passed one the other day on the highway. Oh, man.
Yeah, I see them all the time at car shows around here.
68 vet, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Stingray, the 70s, early 70s and shit.
Oh, the fucking 65 Mustang. Fucking, dude, I want a 60s.
You know that the 65 Mustang was actually built for women? Like, it was a car for ladies.
Just about to say that. I hate Mustangs. Their visual clearance is fucking awful, and the steering is, ugh.
Did you know that Challengers were considered pony cars just like the Mustang?
I know, which is bizarre, because they have fucking so much power. And no women wanted them. They were bought by nothing but men. It was hilarious.
Well, back then, every car had like a large block V8. Like,
Oh, yeah, it was the high Mopar. Oh, love it.
I love Mopar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night with, I think I was talking about it with Ace. And he was talking about, getting a rolling chassis for like a old Charger, and I told him, I'm like, Ace, dude, a rolling chassis for a '69 Charger RT
will run you a fucking
is going to be thousands of dollars, no matter how much damage is on it.
Right.
And he was like, well, you got to be able to find something. The only thing I found, like on eBay, just browsing for like 5 minutes, I found somebody selling a rolling chassis for what they were calling a drag charger. I guess they had used it for drag racing. He wanted $9,999.
Good lord!
For the chassis, or the rolling chassis, rather. It's a rare car.
Real quick, nationalist Yorkshireman in chat. Question: if I go to America for the holidays, where should I go? East Coast. East Coast. Go to the East Coast. You can see so much more.
I'm going to dispute that and say, no offense to you, but the East Coast, East Coast is disgusting.
If you want to see where America started, I mean, go to the East Coast. If you want to see where the pussies live, go to the West Coast. I mean,
look, all the commies may live on the West Coast, but the West Coast is a much nicer place. Despite that.
Why? Because you got 75-degree weather all year round? Or do you want to see the fucking New York City, or you want to see Boston or Philadelphia or fucking all those great industrial era fucking cities?
I only have two words to counter you.
Food, or spicy or not spicy food.
Huh?
Look,
I'm asking him whether he likes hot or cold weather, if he prefers hot or cold weather, or if he prefers hotter or like spicier food or less spicy food. That'll tell me what part of America he should go to enjoy himself the most.
No, dude. Men
honestly, Yorkie. No, seriously, honestly,
Yorkie
I think would have the best time in somewhere like Wyoming, Montana, the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, look. If you
Yorkie, trust me.
If you're talking about the East Coast, I only have two words to say in my defense of hating the East Coast, and those two words are New Jersey.
Okay, yeah. Skip New Jersey. You may have to fly into Newark if you come to the East Coast. Disregard New Jersey. That does not represent us as the East Coast people.
I think according to
apparently Long Island is included in this too.
The Long Island home of Scooby.
But everybody should experience New York City once. I mean,
I love New York
beautiful.
City, man.
I'm good.
Well, you're good, whatever. But
Man,
New York City,
you know, when I went there, dude, it was like I could feel the pulse of the city. It was,
dude.
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's got a life of its own, man. And it was like you could tell it was just throbbing 24/7. You know, there was always something to do.
always something to do.
2:30 in the morning. Let's go get fucking Chinese food. And
Last calls at like 4:30, dude.
Exactly,
And
man.
they only close down to clean up and then they open them right back up. But nationalist Yorkshire, man, dude. June, New York City. If you don't like it above 80 degrees, go early June.
Well,
New York City, Boston.
You know what? Knowing Yorkie and his political persuasions,
That's why I was saying,
He'll
like,
end up in
the
Alabama.
perfect place for you, Yorkie, is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
I was going to say Idaho. Yes.
Let's send him to. Let's just send him to New.
That's
New
where all the
Mexico.
white nationalists are.
Let's just send him to New Mexico and see how he does. And then,
No,
just be
dude.
funny.
You have a bad perception of New York nationalists, man. Dude, it's not all fucking liberal commie bullshit in New York. There's like
No, that's
upstate New
California.
York. Dude. New York City. Yeah, I mean, it can get a little liberally shit, but people wouldn't appreciate it.
Wait,
Yorkie is an ethno-national.
Did
Hold
y'all
on,
know-
Gutenberg.
did you-
Hold on, Gutenberg. Are you going to defend upstate New York? Because the only place I've lived in my entire life other than here is about 4 months in upstate New York. And there is nothing in the South as disturbing as upstate New York. That is 200 years of solid inbreeding.
Are you talking about near like Buffalo?
I'm talking about near like Watertown, New York.
Oh.
Or like Poughkeepsie and shit. Well, it depends on what he wants to see. Do you want to see you want to see historical shit, or you want to see motherfuckers digging up potatoes in Idaho? Like, it's whatever you want to
ruined
see.
it, Yorkie. You ruined it. Yeah, he ruined it.
Yeah, but
No, I'm just
Yorkie,
kidding.
don't you live like you? Oh yeah, you get to see London all the time. I'm gonna want to go to New York.
Well, as a matter of fact, there's this article that I wanted to touch on before we split about these British tourists that are going to fucking New Zealand, and they're literally being called pigs.
Why?
Right? Because they're like let me put the picture up first. All right, where is it?
Put the thing at the thing with the thing.
Thing with the thing, man.
That's
that
right.
thing, man. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, you guys, we should send Yorkie somewhere where he can try fried butter on a stick.
It
Oh my
says,
God.
Pig British tourists to be deported from New Zealand after theft, littering, and not paying for food. Yep, they dine and dash.
Rednecks.
Yeah, Wellington, New Zealand. Members of the British family are now branded worse than pigs and face deportation from New Zealand's after a spree of bad behavior that left normally easygoing Kiwis outraged. And I mean, fucking A, it pissed them off. They want them out.
I'm still stuck on fucking nationalist Yorkshire man's fucking thing. God damn. All right, so these guys, what do? They litter all over fucking park area and they're getting deported or what?
And they dine and dashed and shit. Really, I think that's what it was pissed them off more than anything.
No, it looks like they were like these guys are trash. They are leeches. Like apparently they were like more than just diner dashing. It seems like they were making a mess or something like that.
Yeah.
What's that? They were like dropping
It looks
trash
like a homeless
everywhere.
fucking-
It says involved in a string of incidents. So they were just going around and yucking it up everywhere.
Yeah.
It's only common courtesy to clean up after yourself. That's just fucking degeneracy. Get them out of the country.
And for the very last thing that we're going to do, let's look at the final story about Google and the word family.
Oh God, that pissed me off. I shouted family like 8 times on that stream yesterday. Like 19 times actually.
Oh, someone's already talked about this?
Apparently it was in a study or they had a meeting. Go ahead.
No, well, it's like whoever wants to read.
Oh. Okay.
Not it.
Not it.
I'll read it. Where's it at?
It's loading. Here we go. Revealed. Google VP told employees to stop using the word family after staff complained the term was offensive, homophobic, and excluded unmarried people without children, animals, and those with multiple trans feminine partners.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, hey, look, as the token gay, let me first of all say, I find it offensive that they say it's homophobic. I don't get that.
Right, man, because like if you got married to a dude and y'all had a kid, what would you call that fucking unit?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My closest siblings, my nieces and nephews, and my closest friends, I would call family anyway. To call that homophobic is bullshit.
Yeah,
they should
that's
be sent home
empty
to their
bullshit.
families.
I agree.
Like, go home to your family if you don't like
I
it.
knew this would piss everybody off, so I figured,
But the kicker is, the whole way this started is apparently they had a meeting, and one of the people jumped up and had a tantrum in the middle of the meeting because they said something was family friendly.
Yep, they would have been sent home.
It was abroad.
Check.
Before you even ask, it was abroad. It was a female, of course.
I wouldn't ask.
It's always fucking
It
broads.
was one of the blue hairs, man.
But, dude, it's the retardation of getting something like a gender studies degree. If you can't handle doing medicine or actual sociological or actual archaeological work or actual STEM work, fuck you. I'm not going to deal with all these made-up fucking degrees on... No, that's not real college work. That doesn't enrich your mind. It doesn't make you a well-rounded Renaissance individual. That is not getting an education. I don't care what they try to tell me.
I'll take it a step further, and I believe we need to get women out of the work entirely.
Only if you can incentivize a cheaper cost of living for families, and you can stop feminists from shitting, and some of the MGTOW from shitting all over housewives.
See?
I don't think the MGTOW shit on housewives.
Oh boy.
Timma sees the big picture and shit. She's good at that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And it's only the ones that are like super fucking angry, not the rational ones that are like, okay, I'm just taking a step back.
Right.
No, it's, you know what I'm talking about, Goot? There's that certain minority that pisses everybody off in every group.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't indulge this far into the internet fucking lunacy to find these people or search them out,
Oh, I made the mistake of going onto one stream one time. No.
How high is your blood pressure right now?
None anymore.
It sounded a little hot a little minute ago.
No, it's just the vitriolic ones can get kind of crazy. No, I do get pretty worked up about it because I am a stay-at-home mom. I am a housewife. I homeschool. I do all that shit. So yes, I want to see more of women like me because it used to be there were women like me. Like over half of the women in the nation were just like me, and it wasn't because they hated staying at home. It didn't change because everybody hated staying at home. It changed because it got so fucking expensive. You don't have a choice.
Well, I mean, oh god. Okay, here's where I might piss you off. Don't fucking marry losers.
I didn't marry a loser.
I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying this with a broad brush. And if you get encompassed in it, I apologize. Women need.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, because we were very, very stable financially until the Great Recession when the tech industry was eviscerated.
I understand shit happens, but my thing is, I'm seeing a lot of good girls fucking letting loser fucking dudes fucking come at them. You know what I mean? Letting them fucking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And then they forced to go into the workforce, and they send the kids off to fucking daycare. Someone else is fucking raising them. It's fucking retarded.
That's why I always use condoms, because I'm not taking care of anyone's kid.
I've used a condom since fucking Clinton's first term.
How about this? How about we stop devaluing sex? It's not just for fun. I know it is very fun, but we need to put the responsibility of sex back in what sex is in our society, because that is gone.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really think you should just be fucking just to fuck. I mean, have some feelings with the person you're doing it to, but that's my own opinion.
Women need to stop fucking losers. That's what happened.
Hey,
right?
Stop trying to get women to stop fucking me. God.
I think it was kind of everybody. I don't know if it was more one side or anything like that. I agree with Occam, though, as well. I think it should be a choice, but I think it should incentivize women to be part of a family. We should be, still publicly encouraging nuclear families where you have two parents. I don't give a fuck if you want to go onto the gay versus straight couples thing. I'm not going to get into that rhetoric, but there needs to be two active parents inside the home willing to engage and raise the kids. You can't have a society where everybody is just institutionalized the way we do now. We need to fix a lot before we can have regular, stable families again. But I agree, Goot, that we need to decrease the amount of women in the workforce because they need to be building the next workforce.
And I know you're right, and I know I shift a lot of blame onto the women a lot of time, but there's a lot of fucking loser dudes out there too.
Yes,
a lot of fucking loser dudes.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
How you doing?
Good. Have you ever been the guy that she talks to you about the guys that's fucking
the
her
other
over?
guy? I have been.
Yeah, the guy that fucks her over and shit. And you're just sitting there going,
what's,
okay. Yeah, keep
That's
talking.
The husband.
Yeah, you bang that shit and you fucking move on, and you don't get her fucking pregnant.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
That's why I always use condoms. So
There used to be secretaries for that shit. I don't know whatever happened to that.
it's a
you
little
said you didn't want women in the workforce. Make up your pocket.
Well, I mean, you can have a couple secretaries doing secretaries. A secretary is basically a glorified women position, right?
Actually, the original secretaries were men only.
Nah, I mean, when I picture secretary, I picture like a woman in the 40s, like banging away on the typewriter.
I see where you're going. Yeah.
No, but Tema's right. Secretaries were originally men.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm sure, because women don't belong in the workforce.
I mean, we also did Shakespeare plays with all men too. I mean,
because we're just better.
Well, everybody, this is Irate Prostate. This obviously is going to continue talking. If you want to, just jump in my server, and I'll make it to where you can hang with us and talk. But we've run out of time for the Cream Stream for this week, number 70. I want to thank Sir Adamantine and, of course, Gutenberg for showing up.
The balding and the suicide and all the other shit. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. That's the way the workforce is.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
no, we're going off. Good night, guys.